video on a pleaser mentality, which we all have. Sometimes we all go into that frame of being a pleaser, wanting people to love us. Being this fake version of ourselves to get people to love us. And this is what I really want to go over today, because just so in case any of you guys go into it, because obviously I've seen some of you go into this pattern, and it's a very significance-driven pattern. If you're a pleaser, you're significance-driven. You are very significance-driven. And all it is a state. Because if you're a pleaser, you want people to love you. So you put on this fake facade to get them to like you. Even on a sales call, you're like, I'm going to be this fake version of myself to get on the call so they love me. It's this fake facade that we sometimes put on. Do you know what? I've put it on before. I'm sure every one of you have put it on before. But I want you to, it comes back down to loving yourself, respecting yourself, and owning yourself. If you own yourself every day, you don't need to please people, because you have personal boundaries around your life and around your business. And it's what you need in your business. If you're walking around all the time when people ring you and you're always answering the phone call saying, oh, please, I've got to get one thing after another, and never have boundaries, even on Saturday night, ringing them saying, oh, I'll be there for you. You don't have any personal boundaries. That person doesn't respect you because you're doing that. It is a massive breakthrough that you need to understand, and everyone needs to understand. That if you've got kind of a pleaser mentality, you've got to break out of that right now. Because it's coming from a frame of, I don't love myself, so please love me. So I put on this fake facade so you love me, but you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. You're a version of yourself, and you're a strong person out there. Every single one of you are strong. Every single one of you are taking a courageous journey on this trip. It's going to be scary at times. You're going to feel anxious at times, like I always go over, but that's okay. Don't resist those emotions. Always have personal boundaries on yourself. Don't feel like you need to please people, because you don't. You don't need to please anyone. If you love yourself and respect yourself, people start to love you. People like you if you respect yourself. It's like, whoa, that person's so cool. That person's an inspiration. But if you're like pleasing, saying, please love me, even on a sales call, they will not go in your program, because they can walk all over you. And if that person on the other end can walk all over you, why would they go into your program? You don't have personal boundaries for yourself, so why would I join your program? You're not an inspiration. If I go into your program, you're just going to teach me not to have boundaries. So that's the one thing I want you guys to realize. Have personal boundaries around your business and life. When you're out there and you're not doing business stuff, have personal boundaries. It's having set things. Hey, I want to do what I want to do. If I want to do that, I'll do it. I set the frame for my life. I want you to really go into that, because I see so many people in society and so many people getting to this pleaser frame. And all it comes down to is you not loving yourself and respecting yourself. If you love yourself and respect yourself and your self-worth through the roof, you don't need to please anyone. Because you know it's that self-love. It's not an ego thing. It's just saying, hey, I love myself. I love waking up being me. What if you could do that every single morning? Tell yourself I love you. What's it really take? Because most people that I talk to don't do that. When they look at themselves in the mirror, they're like, oh, I have to go to work with you. And they don't love themselves completely. What if you could look at yourself and say, I love that person? That's where it starts. It starts with you looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, I love that person. I get to be this person. I love being me. I get to wake up every day being me. How significant is that? You don't need to chase significance through other people, because you give it to yourself. That's fucking powerful. I want you guys to really realize that all of you are already good enough. You were born good enough. If you can really come from that frame and you love yourself, and you have the boundaries around your life, this is the way I want my life to be. Not just being at the effect of everything. I'm at cause. If I want to do this, I'll do this. If I don't want to do this, I won't do this. I choose. If you can completely own yourself like that, your business will massively grow. Your life will grow. You'll start loving yourself more, and your insecurities will go down, because all an insecurity is just this illusion of loss. I've got this illusion, I'm not good enough in this certain way. But if I get into a better state and I start giving myself the love and looking at my insecurities and saying, I love those insecurities, I'm going to reframe them. Because if you reframe your insecurities, you break through them. Because it all is a perception change. A breakthrough. Perception change, conditioning. Perception change and conditioning. If you can really start doing that every single morning, looking at yourself in the morning, having boundaries, and not being a pleaser, and realize, hey, I'm being a pleaser. I don't need to be. I don't need to justify myself. Oh, sorry. You don't need to justify yourself. Own yourself. If you own yourself, you love yourself, and I promise you, coming from a frame on a sales call, if you're respecting yourself, it comes across as, whoa, this person's inspiring. This person got confidence. come from inside. Confidence comes from inside. So start owning it. Start loving it. I love all you guys. Boom!